Hey fam, welcome back to the channel, MC Love Matters. I hope you are doing well. I am doing well, thank you. And if you are watching me for the very first time, my name is Carol. In this channel, I talk about family lifestyle, marriage, relationships, and everything around the family. So, welcome on board. Yay! And then if you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share them with friends and family. Before we go on today's program, I just wanted to say thank you for all the comments, the feedback that I got from the month of April. You said you like the type of vlog type of videos, cleaning and all those things. So I will try to make this type of video more often. And with that being said, I'm making a little twist to the channel now. Instead of posting once a week, I will try my best to post about 2 to 3 times a week, so that we can incorporate all those vlogs, hands-on type of things. So yeah, 2 to 3 times a week. But if I found that it's a little bit too overwhelming for me, I'm just gonna scale back to my one video a week, and from time to time I can upload another one. Right? Sounds like a plan? Yay! And before we go on into today's subject of discussion, what do you think about my hair? Do you like the color? I'm not really a colored person, but wait, no, that didn't sound right. I'm not really a person who likes to put a lot of color in their hair, but you know what? I decided to try a bit, so let me know what you think. I don't hope nothing, so let me know what you think, and I would like to read your comments about my new hairstyle. So let's go into today's video. I would like us to discuss about becoming a stay-at-home mom or a working mom. With the pandemic going on, a lot of women, a lot of mothers find themselves working from home, and that kind of gave you a bit of a sense of a feeling of what would be like to be a stay-at-home mom. So today I would like to talk about the pros and cons of becoming a stay-at-home mom. Right? Let's do this. In my own opinion, I believe that before we even talk about the pros and cons of becoming a stay-at-home mom, there are a couple of questions that we should answer. That's my personal opinion. So I will just throw them at you, and then you will let me know. The first thing that I believe that you should ask yourself is, what does your husband think about you becoming a stay-at-home mom? Do you have his full support? So that's a very important question that you should ask yourself. The second question that you should ask yourself is, would I be homeschooling my children, or I will send them to school? So I will send them to school, but I will just stay home, take out the house and everything else. And the other question that I believe that is worth answering is, do I have a support system? Staying at home will require you, I believe, to have a support system. So those are the questions that, in my opinion, are worth answering before even looking at the pros and cons of being a stay-at-home mom. Now that these questions are out of the way, I'm assuming that you answered those questions, and then you're now able to move to the pros and cons of being a stay-at-home mom. Let's do this. I will start with the cons, the negative aspects, so that we can finish on a good note. What about that? So the first thing that I think will be on the negative side, the cons, is the finances. Becoming a stay-at-home mom, like I said, I'm assuming that both of you, your partner, your husband and you, are actually working, right? Both of you are working, so you bring 2 incomes home. Now that you want to be a stay-at-home mom, you have to know that it will be only 1 income. So it means that you have to make a lot of financial adjustments. You have to look at your finances very, very closely. That's one of the major factors of taking the step into becoming a stay-at-home mom. The feeling of isolation. You becoming a stay-at-home mom, all your friends are working, and then now you are at home by yourself. That's why at the beginning I said you have to think about a support system, because like it or not, when you go to work, even if you have good relationships or not with your colleagues, you still exchange with people, right? You still have a way to release your stress, or to talk to a human being basically during the day. Yes, I understand during the day you talk to your spouse, you know, on his break or your break, whatever. But now that you are at home, it's a different type of dynamics. You have nobody to talk to during the day, or your children. But when I'm saying nobody, I say no adult that you can talk to. So by the time your husband comes, you want to dump everything on him, and him too had a long day. It can be chaotic, right? So you really have to make sure that you have a support system that will help you. Like, you know, you can look for a community of stay-at-home mom around your area that can actually help you to navigate that, right? False expectations. People put too much pressure on the stay-at-home mom because they believe that if you stay at home, the house should always be, like, you know, on top, like very clean, spotless. The children must be fed, educated. You have so many things that you have to think about, especially if you are homeschooling, right? So you have to take care of the children, you have to take care of the house, you also have to take care of the bills, you know, you have to do a lot of things. So people have that expectation, or I should say your spouse might have that expectation that by the time he gets home, everything is on point. Fair enough, you are home, that's probably that would be the number one reason why you're staying at home, but we all have bad days. So you just have to make sure that you discuss those expectations with your spouse, that hey, I'm staying at home, I'm taking care of the children, I'm taking care of the house, I'm doing all those things. But there might be days when, you know, I have a lazy day, if I can put it this way. So whenever I have that lazy day, don't hold it too hard on me, because I'm a human being, right? So there's this expectation that can create a lot of anxiety and stress. So look at that closely before you jump into becoming a stay-at-home mom. And the last point that I would like to mention, I'm sure there's other points, but I will just stop at this one, is your look. The staying at home, you know, we might tend to just let go of our look, the way we look, right? You wake up in the morning, you take your shower, and guess what? You put back your pajamas on. And then I do understand there are some stay-at-home moms who are really like on top of their look, right? They wake up in the morning, take their shower, dress up very well, put on their lipsticks and all those things. But it's not the reality of most moms. And does that mean that I encourage that? No, I believe that, you know, staying at home doesn't mean that you have to let go of yourself. So you have to do, like, you have to make the effort to always be mindful of your look. And I've decided to actually really work on that, because you tend to let go of yourself. Sometimes you will stay with your pajama pants the whole day and you just have a sweater whenever you have a meeting and things like that. So staying at home can take a toll on your look. So be mindful of that as well. So those are the points that I wanted to mention. I'm sure the list is exhaustive, and you can write in the comment section what are the other points that, you know, we can put in the con section. Now let's go to the pro. In my own opinion, there's only one reason that will make me become a stay-at-home mom, and for me, that one reason will outweigh all the other cons, all the other negative, all the other, you know, whatever. So for me is that I will be on top of everything in my house. I will be the boss of my house. I will be able to basically, I will be the umbrella, if I can put it this way. Let's say that finances, I have the time to sit down and plan what bills needs to be paid, or I have the time to focus just on the house finances, right? Also in the aspect of finances, if I'm staying at home, that means my children will not have to go to before and after school program. It means that my children will not go to daycare. It means, you know, that I don't have to buy gas, to put gas in a car more often, you know. So I will also be able to look at those things. So I will be the chief financial officer of my house, even though I'm already that, but it's like you give more attention to all those things, right? Also, you get to raise your children. It doesn't mean that when you're a working mom, you don't raise your children. You do, but it's just that, you know, you have more, your full attention is on them, because you don't have to worry about work. Your work becomes your children, so you pay attention to all the little details. You're on top of everything. You're on top, like, basically for me, being the boss of my own house will be the reason why I will become a stay-at-home mom, and that outweighs everything else. So with that being said, do I want to be a stay-at-home mom? My answer is yes. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. To tell you the truth, I'm more like one of those traditional wives, like, you know, the old wives kind of things. Like I would love to just live on my husband's bread and butter. I'm not going to work. I will stay home, cook, clean, and do my little things at home. I'm fine with that. Like when I talk about it, people, like some people say, oh, what do you mean? You have a job, why do you have to depend on a man? That I'm like, no, I'm not depending on any man. I'm depending on my husband. You know, the two shall become one. And I'm one of those people who believe that if you love me, why would you hurt me, right? But anyways, I'm not saying that there's no abuse. There's a lot of gray zone in it, and there's a lot of abuse in both sides. Love, there's a lot of abuse in submission, so it's worth talking about it. So write in the comment section if you want me to discuss that. But today is just for stay at home versus working mom. Would I become a stay at home mom? No. Why? The reason why, I would say not for now. We never know. Things can change, right? But my husband doesn't want me to be a stay-at-home mom, as simple as that. It's not because I will not be a great stay-at-home mom. Trust me, I will be a great stay-at-home mom. I would love to. I'm looking forward to that. I always say that if you become a millionaire, I just want to stay home and take care of the house. So he's not ready for it, at least for now. And hey, I'm not going to be selfish. This is not something that we discussed early on in our marriage, in the sense that we really sat down and it was something that was a must for me. So I'm okay with that. Then with that, I would love to stay or to be a full-time working from home mom, like I'm doing right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then I pray that I just become a working from home mom 100% full-time. So yeah, that's about it. Those are the things that I wanted to talk about today when it comes to becoming a stay-at-home mom. Thank you for watching the video. Like it. You know, liking is free. It's free, so it doesn't cost you $1. So like that video. I'm pretty sure the video blessed you. Like the video and share with friends and family. And I will see you very soon in my next video. You take care of yourself. À bientôt. Bye bye.